Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting out war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to talk getting started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Today we're taking a look at the Sons of Behemoth, and in particular the Smasher tribe for the army. In this video, we're going to go through, talk a little bit about what makes the Smasher tribe special for the Sons of Behemoth, before looking at a couple of units we recommend grabbing for your army. We'll finally finish off the video with a little sample army list for you to use and some inspiration for starting your own Smasher tribe army for the Sons of Behemoth in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And so, what do we get that's special for the Smasher tribe? Well, now, first of all, to have a Smasher tribe army, you need a Beast Smasher mega-gargant to be your general. You also get the cool rule when a friendly man-crusher gargant unit fights, if it's within 3 inches of an enemy monster, you can say it will unleash a bone-crunching strike. If you do so, until the end of that phase, the attack characteristic of the unit's massive clubs is 1, and it can't be modified in any way. The damage characteristic of the weapon also changes to 4d6, and all the attacks made with a massive club must target an enemy monster. It's pretty cool. It means, you can do up a big super strike, which is pretty awesome. Now, you've also got a unique command called Don't Let a Few Cuts Stop You. This effectively can be used on a Man-Crusher Gargant unit, and if that unit has not fought yet in the combat phase when you've used this command, then you can fight if it ever is slain before it does get to fight. Pretty cool stuff, allowing you to sort of play around with your activations, activating your stronger units, letting your opponent slay you, but still getting to fight back and perhaps even dealing the damage and destroying your opponent, which is pretty sweet. Some nice solid rules, definitely a lot of stuff to go up against monsters here. That is what this Beast Smasher tribe is all about, going in and killing some enemy monsters. And so to start with, we have the Beast Smasher mega-gargant, the obvious way to start your Smasher tribe. 35 wounds, 4 up save, a degrading 10 to 8 inch movement, and bravery 8 standard there for a mega-gargant. It has its almighty stomp, where you can add 1 to hit rolls for its stomp attacks if it's ever targeting an enemy monster, and it's got the beast breaking strike as well, which is really cool. This allows you, with your big mega-gargant, to go and punch out some other monsters. Now, normally your Mindhead Club is a 3-inch reach with 3 attacks, 3s and 2s, Ren depending, though it can be Ren 3 to Ren 1 and damage 5. However, when it fights, if it is within 3 inches of an enemy monster, you can say or release a beast breaking strike. If you do so, you change your Mindhead Club's attacks to 1 and the damage characteristic turns to 5d6 though, which is pretty awesome. This is sort of like that all or nothing attack you've got for your monster. Now you've got Crushing Charge, where you do damage on the charge. Your Death Grip allows you to reroll your Death Grip damage if you're ever fighting a monster. And then you've got the Longshanks ability, where you can move around as if you could fly if you're using a move, run, or retreat, and you're not moving over any terrain features or monsters that are more than 4 inches tall. The Sons of Behemoth rule, standard for all mega-gargants, means if you've got any auto-slay abilities used against you, just take d6 mortal wounds, and the Terror means Inspiring Presence can't be used within 3 inches of you. You've also got the Behemoth Brawler rule, where at the end of the charge phase, if these units within 3 inches of any enemy monsters, you can carry out 2 monstrous rampages instead of 1. If you do so, each monstrous rampage must be carried out by this unit, must be targeting a different enemy monster. But pretty cool, means you can go in and fight a couple of monsters at once, which is pretty awesome. Alongside this model, the Man-Crusher Gargants are your standard line Gargants for the army. They can either be taken in single model units or in units of 3. I certainly recommend, when first getting into the army, if you're playing smaller points value, having singular Gargants is definitely the way to go, just giving you more control across the table. They do have 12 wounds each and a 5 up save. They can throw some rocks for 1 attack at 4/3 Ren 1 damage D3. And they've got their massive club, which has 4 attacks, 3/3 Ren 1 damage 2. Though remembering we can do that nice beast breaker strike, meaning we can get that nice 46 damage on one of their attacks. They do mortal wounds on the charge. They can potentially get run and charge if they're near a friendly mega-gargant. They can also auto-slay monsters with a stuff them in the bag rule, using this against models in your enemy's army. Particularly good for taking out things like a Hecatos that, receives commands in a friendly unit of Ossiarch Bone Reapers, or using to get rid of different sorts of command models, something like a Daughters of Cain Hornblower, who actually is the model that gives them run and charge. And so here we have our sample army for the Sons of Behemat Smasher Tribe. Model realm we're going to be from is Gur, just for all that narrative, and the grand strategy we've gone for is make that land tremble. This is just a great grand strategy for the Sons of Behemat. You get this is at every one of your turns during the game, you've had a model run or charge. Really cool when you're considering the Man-Crusher Gargants around the mega-gargant will have run and charge already, and you know, you're a combat army, you're going to be wanting to run and charge across the table anyway. For our Triumph, we're 30 points under, so we've gone for an Inspired. I think it's a really solid one, getting +1 to wound, especially if you're starting to take some damage. The Beast Smasher mega-gargant is going to be our General, and we've gone with Marrow Drinker as our command trait. This allows us each time an enemy monster is slain by the General, you roll a number of dice equal to that monster's wounds characteristic. For each 5+, you heal a wound allocated to your General. On top of this, we have the Mantle of Tusks and Horns as our artifact, where once per battle at the start of the combat phase, you can say the bearer will channel the Wa. And if you do so, you add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made with melee weapons by friendly Sons of Behemat units until the end of that phase. Pretty cool, being able to just get a nice +1 to hit across the table is really cool. Battle line wise, like I said before, 3 singular Man-Crusher Gargants I think is the way to go when you're beginning with this army. Definitely if you're getting into bigger blobs, they really will become much more effective and a unit of 3. But I think for the start of the army, you're definitely wanting to run them all singular, so you're going to get the ability to sort of play across the table. Now the battalion we've gone for is Foot Sloggers in Unified. This means we're going to be a 1-drop force. Really nice for just allowing us to dictate who gets the first turn. Generally we're going to be either wanting to take it because our opponent's got a lot of shooting, or we're going to deploy deep and be playing on that beta strike for the turn 2 double. Now, 30 points under, like I said, good chance we are going to get that Triumph. No reinforced units, no allies, of course, 71 wounds and 1 drop. Pretty solid stuff for a 1k army. If you've got some ideas for your own Smasher Tribe starting army, let us know down in the comments below. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And also drop us a comment down below letting us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come and chat more with me and other members of our community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so on our Discord server, which is linked down in the video's description. If you'd like to help support the channel more, you can do so either by Patreon or YouTube members, or going to our Teespring store, all of which are linked down in the video's description as well. As a special thank you to our patrons and YouTube members, we'd like to give you all a shout out. So, a special Patreon shout out to Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lyle, Our Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek, Bloobs, Benjamin Suarez, and Red Martin. And as thank you to our YouTube members as well, Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny 84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink, Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, and Davis Wire. Special thanks also to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel, like you can see pictured here on this slide. Thank you once again for watching, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.